Miteinander. Es war ein langer Krieg. Es war ein harter Krieg. Ihr habt tapfer und stolz für euer Vaterland gekämpft. Seid eine besondere Truppe, die ineinander.
Hey everyone, Hydra here, and I'm pissed off because people are fucking retarded. But I'm gonna go ahead and try and do this review anyway. So this is Venom, number 3. This is of the Cates and Stegman run. There's also going to be a digital code, so if you want it, stick through it. Be the first one to get it. I don't really get a lot of views, so I don't think you got much competition. Whoever you may be. But let's pick right up. I almost never read these if I'm starting with the first issue and then continuing on. I pretty much never read these, but that comic's awesome, I think is his channel. He was pointing out that this is kind of poorly written and the editors didn't catch it. I didn't double check his work though, I just took his word at face value. So we basically start up where we left off. Where we left off is with the essentially Venom God showing up. And right now Eddie is essentially trapped inside of his other, while his other is tearing the shit out of Miles Morales. Personally, I really like the way Cates handles Miles. For the most part, anytime Miles is in a book, I either hate him or I just don't see any reason for him to be there instead of real Spider-Man. But I like Miles in this. Cates does a good job writing him, and I think he should have his own solo run of Spider-Man with Morales that has nothing to do with Venom, because right now Marvel is drowning us in symbiote. And while I love Venom, and I especially love this run, I'm getting worn out, guys. I'm getting worn out. Every story has some Venom or Toxin or anti-Venom. It's just, whew, like eating ice cream for every meal. Getting fat on Venom. Now, I'm not super familiar with Miles Morales. I've never really read too much of his solo runs because they're usually kind of boring and stupid. But he's got this ability, he's calling it a Venom Blast. Tee. Basically, he stores up a bunch of energy and then releases it. I don't know if this is his suit or if this is just one of his abilities, because like I said, I'm not super familiar with Miles as a solo character. But we get a nice fight where Eddie and Miles are beating the shit out of each other. Miles thinks that Eddie killed his parents and took his mom. Well, killed his dad and took his mom. We do know it was some sort of symbiote or something. But Eddie's like, yo, I get it. You're mad. It wasn't me. But look, there's a giant monster over there and nobody else is helping. Right now, we're the only ones that can do anything. So let's set this aside. We'll beat the monster and then you can deal with me. And Miles is like, fine. So they go on a take it. Eddie decided he wants to use this special power of Miles's. That's how big of an explosion he can really make. Miles is like, oh, I can make an explosion. So they come up with this concocted idea, and basically Eddie throws Miles into the Venom God's mouth, and Miles blows the fuck up. It looks like it's extremely effective at first, except the creature just like dematerializes into all these strands and then reforms into this, I guess, basically ultimate host. He's talking to Eddie's symbiote and referring to Eddie simply as host, and he's not impressed in the slightest with little Miles. We get a good demonstration of the guy's overall power level and how basically everybody else is just an inconsistent worm in his eyes. And he basically steals the symbiote back from Eddie and then purifies it, quote unquote purifies it, because it's been living around humans too long and it has been infected with humanity. So we're finally seeing how Marvel and Donnie are planning on bringing Venom back to his old school roots. They're going to get rid of all of his self-consciousness, or all of his consciousness, humanity, and turn him back into a killing beast, which is cool. I'm not against that. I'm sorry about focusing on an ad, but I'm trying to get this stupid sticker off. you cocksucker. Alright. Fucking piece of shit. Okay. Marvel.com/redeem. First one to enter it gets the Venom number 3. Have at it, fam. This is also where we finally get an introduction of who this guy really is. We've just been calling him the symbiote god, the basically the original source of power for the symbiotes, but he's actually Null or Knull. And very nice in page. Stegman is killing it on the art in this. And like, he doesn't reuse panels. His art is fucking fantastic comic art, and he doesn't reuse panels. Whereas Sentry, which was very average comic art, was reusing panels. Anyway, this is hands down the best book that Marvel's putting out right now in 2018. If you're not reading it, you're missing out. This is Cates is fantastic. Stegman is top tier. Everybody's doing a really good job on this, aside from maybe some editorial mistakes. But I can't recommend this enough. If you're going to get into any of the Venomized bullshit that Marvel is doing, go with real Venom. You won't be disappointed. Anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Hail Hydra, baby.